Hello students, today we are going to learn present tense. It means that today we will discuss about simple present tense. But before that we should know that present tense has four types. Simple present tense is a subtype of present tense. There are four subtypes of present tense which are given below. Number 1, simple present tense. Number 2, continuous oblique progressive oblique imperfect present tense. Third, perfect present tense. Fourth, perfect continuous present tense. In these are the four subtypes of present tense. In that, the first subtype, that is simple present tense, we will discuss now. Number 1, simple present tense. Simple present tense it means what? As we know that present tense, it shows present time. But what is simple present tense? One definition is given there. On that basis you can understand it. Simple present tense is used to describe habits, unchanging situations, general truth and fixed arrangement. When we use simple present tense to describe habits, unchanging situations, general truths and fixed arrangement, at that time we use simple present tense. We use base form of verb in the simple present tense. Base form of verb means first form of verb. There are three forms of verb. V1, it means that present. Second is past tense, V2, and V3 past participle, and V4 VING. Present participle, we can say that. Here in simple present tense we use base form. It means that first form of verb. For example, speak, spoke, spoken. These are the three forms of verbs. We use speak here. It means that first form of verb we use there. Structure of simple present tense. Structures. The simple present tense has a particular structure, but we have to understand both types of structures. In that, affirmative sentence structure of simple present tense. Affirmative means what? As you know that affirmative sentence means positive sentence, where we are not using any kind of no, not, never, none, such negative words. That is called affirmative sentence. Okay, so affirmative sentence means positive sentence, and it has a structure. And what is that? Subject plus verb in bracket yes oblique es plus object in bracket yes or es. Why we are using s or es, we will discuss it in detail. Subject means a sentence which subject means a word which start the sentence. It may be noun or it may be pronoun. Okay, here number first, when we use yes or es. Okay, when we add yes or es with the verb. See, number 1, when we use s or es with the verb. Number 1, when the sentence starts with he, she, it and singular noun, add yes or es with the verb. We have to remember this. When we use yes or es, when the sentence start with he, she, it and singular noun, at the time we must use yes or es with we must add yes or es to the verb. Here is also I highlighted that structure. See, he, she, it and singular noun is equal to add yes or es to verb. Keep remember this thing. Number 1 a, when we use yes or es, we should think about it. When we use es, when we should use yes. For that, number a, when the verbs that end in yes, ss, sh, ch, x and o, add es to verb. When the verb ends with yes at last, it means that at the last letter is yes, ss, sh, ch, x or o of verb, at that time you should use es with it. but remember that he, she, it singular noun is there, at that time only you should use es, otherwise there is no need to use es. But verb, when that verb ends with yes, 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 sh, ch, x and o, at that time only you should use es. Guess, guesses, double s is there, therefore we write here es. Fix, fixes, we add es with the fix because at the end x is there. Go, goes. B, for verbs ending constant y, change the y to I and add es. You have to remember that those verbs which ends with y and before that y there is a consonant, at that time you should use es, but you should change that y into I. For example, fly, it becomes flies, fly, y become I and es, because before fly, in the fly, before y you can see l, therefore l is a consonant, therefore we convert that y into I and add es. Study, studies. Number C, for regular verb just add yes, and whatever the regular verbs are there, okay, at that time we should use s with that verbs. For example, consider, considers, speak, speaks, okay. But most important thing is that the sentence, if the sentence starts with he, she, it and singular noun, at that time only you should add yes or es. We have some examples. You can see that these all sentences start with he, she and noun. Rohan is a singular proper noun. He goes to market, he is there, he is a subject, therefore we add es with the go. He goes to market. She answers the question. Rohan borrows the money, he fixes the problem. These are the examples of s or es, or these are the example of simple present, because structure is same, subject plus verb. You can see that he is a subject, go is a verb, and to market is the object. She is a subject, answer is a verb, and the question is object. Rule number 2, the sentence starts with, when the sentence starts with we, you, they, I and plural noun, don't add anything with verb. When the sentence starts with we, you, they, I, plural noun, don't add anything with the verb, okay. Example, I accept your request, there is no need to add any yes or yes to it. You advise me, boys play cricket, plural noun. We ask him, they organize a party, there is no need to add yes or yes to it. Negative sentence structure of simple present tense. Negative structure of simple present tense. What is negative structure? See here. Subject plus do oblique does plus not plus v1 plus object. After the subject we have to use do oblique does. Use do and does after subject. Then not, then v1 and lastly object. When we use do, don't, and when we should use doesn't. When the sentence starts with I, we, you, they and plural noun, at that time use don't. And doesn't, when the sentence starts with he, she, it and singular noun, at that time use doesn't, okay. For example, I do not run fast, we do not advise him, you do not ask him, they do not play cricket, boys do not go to picnic, he does not call me, she does not attend a seminar, Sachin does not boil water. In these sentences you can observe one thing. When the sentence starts with I, we, you, they and plural noun, at that time I use do only. You can see one example from example number 1 to 5. You can see that I use do not, and he, she and Sachin I use doesn't. So keep in your mind that when we use don't, I, we, you, they and plural noun, at that time use don't. After that pronoun or noun, and use does, doesn't after he, she, it, and singular noun. Usage of simple present tense. What are the uses of simple present tense? Number 1, to describe facts and habits. We have to, when we are going to describe facts and habits, at that time we should use simple present tense. Example, cats like milk. This is the fact. Okay, therefore we have to use simple present tense there. It always rain in June. It is also the fact. Dhanya plays cricket in the morning. This is the habit. Okay, in the morning he plays cricket, therefore we use simple present tense. Second, scheduled events in the near future. In the near futures, when the schedule is in near, very near in the future, at that time also you should use simple present tense. Some examples are there. The train leaves at 6 p.m. The party starts at 7 p.m. The bus arrives at 11 p.m. These are the examples. It means that these are the future plans, but it is very near. These are the future events, but it is very near. Therefore, we use simple present tense here. And you should also use simple present tense when the event it will come very near. Number 3, rule number 3. Use simple present tense to show universal truth, geographical truth, scientific truth, mathematical truth, habitual things. When all these things are there, at that time you should use simple present tense only. Example, the sun rises in the east. This is the universal truth. 3 and 3 makes 4. Mathematical truth. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Scientific truth. Ganesh wake up early in the morning. This is habitual thing. Habitually he wakes up. Ganesh wakes, S should be there. Ganesh wakes up early in the morning. S we should attach with wake, because it is a singular noun, Ganesh. Number 5, we smell with our nose. It is also the, we can say that it is also the universal truth, that, or scientific truth, we smell with our noses. Interrogative sentence structure of simple present tense. As we know that we have already discussed the structures of imperative sentence, affirmative sentence of simple present tense, as well as we also discussed negative structure of simple present tense. Now we are going to discuss about interrogative sentence structure of simple present tense. Interrogative sentence means a sentence which asks a question. It has two types. Okay, that two types are WH type question and verbal question. We are going to see verbal question structure here. And for WH type question, just add WH word before that helping verbs. See, do oblique does plus subject plus verb plus object plus question mark. This is the structure. This is the interrogative structure of simple present tense. Example, do you listen his idea? Does she appear exam? But one thing you should keep in your mind, when we use do and when we should use does. Here I told you that when should we use do? I, we, you, they and plural noun. At that time use do. And does, he, she, it and singular noun. At that time use does. Does she appear? She is there. She, this subject is there, therefore we start the sentence with does. Does she appear exam? Do they play cricket? Question mark should be there. I wrote question word also there. Question mark. Okay. Does Rohit work hard? Does Rohit is there, therefore we use does. Do they swim? They is there, therefore we start the sentence with do. Do they swim in the river? Question mark. Simple present tense, important structures. So I will show you some important structures. You have to remember that structures and learn it properly. Okay, so let's see what is that structure. Subject plus verb plus object. It is the affirmative sentence structure of simple present tense. subject plus do oblique does plus not plus v1 plus object. This is the negative sentence structure of simple present tense. Do oblique does plus subject plus verb plus object plus question mark. This is the interrogative sentence of interrogative sentence structure of simple present tense. Just if you have any problem, listen this video again. You will understand everything clearly. I hope that you have understood simple present tense. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. Lastly, like, share, comment and subscribe. Thank you very much. Take care.